Hello guys, and welcome back to the second episode of my Minecraft hardcore journey. Last episode we wrapped up the farmland around my starter house, the cozy wheat fields, the mud brick walls, the path. And while standing there, looking over the river, an idea hit me. A massive farmland island, right beside my starter base. Perfectly sized, not too large, just a little terraforming needed. A dream location to expand the starter area and build something huge for the future of this world. So I made myself a small mental roadmap for this project to bring this idea to life. I will need to chop a massive amount of wood, tackle even more dirt and tools that don't break every 8 seconds. I mean, look at that mess. Which meant enchanting, proper enchanting. Sure, I could have taken the easy route, looking for a village, grabbed mending and efficiency and all that. But that doesn't fit the vibe of this world. This journey is supposed to be slow, cozy and old school. So for this episode we are going to do it the humble way. Classic enchanting, no shortcuts. I took off into the wilds of my world to gather everything I would need. First stop, leather for books. I wanted to try out the new animal variants, so I grabbed the cold cows from the nearby tiger biome and started breeding them. I even managed to rescue a cold chicken, and honestly, they look so much cooler than the basic ones, no question. While waiting for the animals to grow, I went looking for a cave to mine obsidian. But before I even reached the cave, I stumbled across an overworld lava lake. Mined 20 obsidian on the spot. Enough for the enchanting table and a future nether portal whenever we feel brave enough. The last thing I needed was a solid XP source. I could have mined minerals or fought mobs, but I wanted something consistent. So I remembered the zombie spawner from episode 1. Retraced my steps and, surprisingly, found it again pretty fast. I dug out the entire area around it, shaped it for a maximum efficiency and got straight to farming. My goal was level 39, enough for 4 level 3 enchants for my main tools. After the grind, I hit level 39 and got carrots and potatoes on top from the zombie drops. Before heading home, I searched for more diamonds because my repairs had nearly emptied my storage. In the end, I got 19 diamonds, enough to keep everything going for this episode. Back home, I continued breeding the cows over and over again. At one point, I fought off some pillagers and even found a few stuck in my pig pen, like they were waiting for a bus. After dealing with them and letting them rest, I continued my leather grind. And finally, I had everything I needed. So it was time to craft. I took all the materials and started with the books to get those 15 bookshelves needed and finally crafted the enchanting table. I found a suitable spot in the basement. Pretty basic, but for this episode it will do. And then it was time to pray for good RNG. And here we are, after the enchanting. So guys, let's get right into it, what we got. I think we got pretty lucky at this point, so I wanted to show you how the enchanting has turned out. We are going to start with the sword. We got fire respect 1 and looting very nice for upcoming mob farms. With the pickaxe, I think we got absolutely lucky. Look at that. Fortune, efficiency and unbreaking. Everything you need for the start. The diamond axe. Unbreaking 3, especially for the massive amount of wood we need to chop. And the shovel with fortune 3 and unbreaking 3. Diamond helmet, fire protection, unbreaking and blast protection. good for the creeper, and protection 2 and feather falling 3. So I think with this enchant we are fully ready to tackle the upcoming project. I'm so hyped. With freshly enchanted tools and enough diamonds for repairs, I crossed the river and climbed up the island to get one last good look from above. A final mental prep for the crazy grind ahead. And then I started with the easiest part. Tree shopping. Every single tree. So I emptied the whole island and finished this dirty part. Okay guys, so I'm done with the wood chopping part and you see, no trees left. And I just wanted to show you the massive amount of wood we gathered from this. Oh god. I mean, look at this. This has to be like around 2000 blocks of oak logs and yeah, like 600 blocks of birch. I mean, that's incredible. So we are fully packed for the building part, but next off we need to tackle the field situation. So let's get right into it. With the trees gone, it was time for the terrifying part. Terraforming. I didn't know how much dirt I would need or how long it would take to shape the terrain exactly how I imagined. Halfway through, though, I remembered why I loved this game. Shaders, distant horizons, and this incredible rainbow that appeared right after the rain. Those little moments, that's why Minecraft is magical. Bit by bit, I shaped the land into the layout I had in mind. Not perfect, but roughly 90% done, enough for the next step. Rain started falling, so I took the chance to plant the first seeds for the huge crop fields. But then I realized I didn't even need the rain. With the hoe in one hand and seeds in the other, 2 clicks were enough to plant without the soil drying. The biggest remaining problem? Leaves. So many leaves. Either I had to break them by hand or flush them with water. But eventually I planted all the seeds I had, shaping the lower area of the island and getting my first real look at how the future detailing would fit around the crops. And let me tell you, this took forever. Remember when I said the island wasn't too big? Yeah, I was wrong. This thing is huge. I spent as much time planting crops as I spent building the entire first episode. So if you feel even the tiniest bit of sympathy for me, consider liking and subscribing, because the next part is where everything starts coming together. Next step, building the walls. I loved how the mud brick walls turned out in episode 1, so I kept the style. In total, I built 4 walls, some big, some small, forming the basic outline of the farmland island. At this point, the core structure was done. Wood chopping, terraforming, starting the crops, outlining the walls. Now I made a list of all the remaining materials I would need. Mud bricks, gravel, coarse dirt, cobblestone, bricks, pyrite, pale oak, iron, spruce, leaves, calcite, lemons, and it felt endless. I tackled the first items on the list and headed to a nearby spruce forest. Came back with about 400 spruce and 500 mossy cobblestone. Next, I needed pale oak, mostly for saplings, so I wouldn't have to travel this far again. So I set sail, moving in a straight line, hoping to stumble upon a pale garden biome by luck. It felt endless, but after 3000 blocks, I climbed the hill, and there it was, my treasure. I ran the last 300 blocks, gathered tons of wood and saplings and started the long journey home. Rewarded by a truly beautiful ocean sunset. On the way back, I found the village, not far from my base. Small, but lovely. Something for an upcoming episode. And explored one of the craziest cave entrances I've ever seen. And then finally, I made it home to my now fully grown wheat fields, and they already looked amazing. I started shaping the path through the crops. Natural, narrow path that lead from point A to point B without breaking the immersion. I mixed different stones for a worn, rustic look and built a mossy cobblestone wall along the path. Adding lanterns for lighting made the area safe from mobs and absolutely magical at night. To finish the vegetation, I added leaves, hedges and even 3 custom trees across the fields. Then I worked on the irrigation system, finished the walls, added a large water tank and connected both sides of the island. Now it was time for some buildings, and what screams farmland more than a windmill. I started with the rough shape and slowly added more and more detail. Honestly, this might be one of my best builds ever. The proportions, the height, the blades, everything just clicked. That's why I wanted to show this part in a time-lapse from multiple angles. I'm honestly proud of how it turned out. After the windmill, I started working on the farmer's house. Simply, cozy, nothing too fancy. Just enough detail to make it feel lived in, without overdoing it. Next, I built an animal barn with a second floor for storing hay bales. By this point, I already had more than 30 hours into this episode, so I keep the detailing balanced. Not too much, not too little. I added custom birch trees along the paths, filling the area with grass, flowers and plants, added fencing and placed 4 beehives for atmosphere. Then it was time. I grabbed 8 leads and brought my animals across the river to their new home. And with that, the second episode of this hardcore journey comes to an end. I am honestly so happy with how this island turned out. But I have to admit, it took way longer than I expected. Over 30 hours of building and editing this video. But the end result? Absolutely worth it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and tell me what type of build you want to see next. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for episode 3. Cheers!